All right, hello. My name is Alex Tramstra, and the contemporary artist I will be doing my presentation on is Yoshimoto Nara. So let's get into it. All right. So Yoshimoto Nara was born on December 5, 1959. So yes, he is a little on the older side, but he is still alive, still making work, and personally, I am still very inspired to this day by his work. And I think many of his themes that he carries are still relevant today. To today. And he's also been a very successful artist for a long time and had almost 40 exhibits since 1984 and multiple exhibits in multiple continents as well. Some of his inspirations are listed here. So when he was younger, he living in Japan, he got access to an American radio station that played a lot of punk music and metal music. So he was really inspired by that as a young person, and also by Japanese manga or comic books that he was reading growing up around that time. So as you can see in a lot of the work, especially some of the ones down here below, music is pretty prevalent in a lot of his works. Like the idea of music transmutes through. He's also made a lot of album covers for famous bands like REM and others. All right. Here are some of his themes. Isolation is a super common theme for him. A lot of the paintings he makes and a lot of the drawings he makes are pretty much just capture an extremely lonely feeling that everyone can relate to at some time or another. And then a lot of the time he has a juxtaposition of like these innocent subjects like these little girls, but like they'll be very malicious or they'll have weapons or they'll be injured or angry or and I think that can act as a really powerful, really emotional representation of self because I feel like everyone kind of feels like they're just a little kid no matter how old you are. Like this world is unfair, like everything's too hard, like why can't I just be myself and just not have to worry about all this junk. But then you also realize that the sort of inherent malice that comes with being a human. All right. His place in contemporary art and history. So Nara came up around the same time as the fellow artist Takashi Murakami. Murakami had a lot more commercial success at the time and still does, but a lot of people think that's a shame because personally, I think Nara's work is much more inspired and motivated and emotional than Murakami's. But there's some other people out there that share that opinion, but not everyone does apparently. But you know that explains that. So they were both part of the contemporary art movement known as super flat, which is combining traditional Japanese art techniques with modern influences and styles. And then this is just on my personal appreciation. So what I love most about his work is that it's all super emotional. It's like no matter what it is, he's scribbling on paper or scribbling on cardboard, or if it's a oil painting that he took months or years to do, or a structure that he built over time. It all has a lot of emotion. I can see his heart in it, and I can see his versatility. And I just like how he can always carry similar themes and feelings through all different types of media. And speaking of all different types of media, I'm really fond of artists that are use lots of different mediums and create art in multiple different ways, 3 dimensional and 2 dimensional, and with different techniques and stuff. So yeah, this is my presentation, and I hope you enjoy.